got his ass.
Even while vying for the same goals, a shaman cannot help but sully Exosa's message. Though fiercely defiant, Saint Canera was overcome outside the old wall gates. She was left alive by the mysterious whim of Sorrow Song, who endeavored to meet with the infidels. In her time, she appeared to have learned much, even met with the evasive Arbiter, but claimed not to have given any information away. By the will of the shaman, White was brought in and met the Arbiter as well, though the discussion was short and unproductive. Byrne had learned the terms of the edict and resolved to die, executing the tribunes as a result. As we would learn, much of the above reports were not true. In a tremendous display of willpower, Saint Canera opted not to eviscerate Shaman Sorrow Song on the spot when freed, moving back to camp to carry out the prefect's scheme to the best of their ability. With every piece back in place, all that remained was for the shaman to determine the exact components of the lodestones. She did so, barely in time to launch the assault on the old walls and drive the last of the joint Rebel-Confederate forces from the borderlands. The siege was carried out according to an equitably agreeable stratagem, and resulted in a striking offense which overwhelmed the questionably meager rebel numbers. However, something was amiss inside, as Prefect Motz's intuition told him. There was a missing arbiter to apprehend. Resistance in the old wall's inner halls was leagues inferior even to the outside, and yet the remainder of Byrne's party made egress in the opposite direction of the having previously fled masses. What lay in the heart of the Spire old walls, and why were so many willing to die for it? I just edit this note before I make it public, because fleed is not a word, which I had left it as previously. I wrote this in like 15 minutes.
I get it.
And, I told you it'd be a short session, so that's all of it.
Excellent.
Great.
Just so we're recap for the next real session we get into.
Thank
I
God
like the
I'm
part where we
exhausted.
Yep,
I
bye.
hate the Superman drawing. I forgot that happened.
He's the last son of Krypton.
I mean, not anymore.
Dave has undiagnosed ADD.
Oh,
Attention to detail.
Oh,
ATD, yes. So the literal last thing that happened was you watched Ostrich achieve a great victory and then explode.
That's right.
What do you all do?
I guess as the explosion goes off, Panera quickly shields herself with her arms until sort of the last of the rubble bits have kind of settled, and presumably Ostrich thuds
Yeah.
like an armor clatter.
Smoking, he slams flat against the ground below and remains there for a minute.
We are out of combat now, correct?
No, let me put all the rat tokens on the board here
Oh,
to
no.
fight the rat swarm.
Kobolds.
Thank goodness.
Thank God the rats are finally here.
They're resistant to damage.
Yeah, you're out of combat. What do you want me to do about it?
I just want to start moving.
Yeah, Motes can
against my
finally
better-
get back up. You regain
Yeah.
consciousness.
His head hanging to one side, he will find his legs and they're separate and start meandering forward. I assume there's plenty of dust kicked up here that
Yeah,
catches
It's on the
him.
other side of the room.
Okay. So Arya's in front of me still.
Yeah.
What's she
She's
doing?
gonna start
There she
making
goes.
pace. Yeah, she's making pace for the door up here.
Canara, after sort of dusting herself off, she'll move over here where her spear had been impaled in this man. But as she passes Ostrich, she's going to say, "Scourge, are you able?"
Happy Halloween.
Oh!
No!
Dun, 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 dun.
And another bomb goes off.
I was gonna I was gonna sing a whole bar from Oogie Boogie song if someone directly addressed me, but it never happens. They're just gonna bust out. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he'll stand up and he'll be completely, well, not completely, but blackened in the front of his body from the ash, and kind of dust himself off with clanging. As good as I could be after that.
She'll say very well, and she'll reach forward and she'll just yank the entirety of her sword spear out of this man's chest cavity.
I'm gonna shout over the gap, seeing Canera's flame through the smoke. Saint, have you found our way forward?
I saw the door, right?
Yeah.
Say, aye, there is a door. Wow, she'll say, there's a door.
Aye, there's a door.
She'll say, there's a passage on the far wall.
Make your way to it. We are close.
He's gonna walk over and try to put his hand on your shoulder and fall into the gap.
Oh, there's, well,
Mind
can't let 'em
the
all.
well.
I'm gonna follow in Arya's footsteps.
Follow her little fiery steps.
Canera she'll briefly watch before taking any action, seeing Moats kind of navigate around in Arya's footsteps. And obviously sure that Moats is not about to walk into the moat.
That'd be funny.
She's going to move up this way and jump up to join Arya here.
All right, you guys all made it to the door.
The door!
The Super Mario RPG fight music comes up and googly eyes appear on the door and we have to fight it.
I want to inspect whatever's left of this guy.
Okay. Gosh. I mean, you could
Could
go
I
ahead.
investigate?
You could use your
Viscera.
investigate.
Whoa.
That's
Wow.
very impressive. But what is there to say about old Woodrow?
I have nothing. That's cool.
Yeah, you can see like the direction his crossbow went flying in. You see all the remains of TNT that were wired up to him, and how he donned somebody else's bulky leathers to conceal it. You see how it was wired up to you feel how it was wired up to a dead man's switch. So he was likely firing with one hand and remained in one place so as not to accidentally loose the thing.
Okay. He'll stand up and say, "Well, we found our missing gunpowder. That was a foolish move. But it bought them time."
He'll stand up and say, "He's dead."
I can see that.
Take his pulse.
Yeah. He will be forgotten. We must move now.
Canera will say, she'll say, we ought to make haste.
I'll let them lead, because I am beat the fuck up.
I don't know if Arya's going into the door. Otherwise, I'm going to throw my boot into that door.
I was going to just with my shitty notice, try to inspect it.
Okay.
But probably don't get too much with a flat roll.
It's plain is a relative term given in the old walls. Everything's ornate in a way you've never seen before, but it's normal for the old walls. It looks fairly nondescript. It's kind of ceremonial. You know, it's decorated, but it doesn't appear to have any complex mechanisms.
Arya will say, what, have we established this as TNT? Gunpowder? What are we calling it?
It's TNT. It's dynamite.
I called it gunpowder, but
She'll just kind of call to the room. Are we sure that's all the TNT?
I guess I'll give
with
that
my
useful.
5?
I'll give that useful bit of information to Moats is yes.
This was their last defense. Yes. And they will surely have heard it. They'll be ready for us.
She'll look back to the door then and say, doesn't appear to be trapped. This must have been their final
Master.
barrier. She says, "Yeah." They kind of say that at the same time.
Yeah.
Whatever lies beyond this door is clearly unmovable. So, they're either protecting it, or we're walking into a trap.
By the way, everybody, since we've closed this encounter, all the stress gets wiped away.
Cool.
Kinner will follow up, say, they've obviously evacuated a great number. Says, so whoever's left is either of great import or simply a body shield.
Or of the least import.
Or the least important.
We're either dealing with a high-class god or a man with nothing to lose, and I fear both.
And both are pretty dangerous.
What lies ahead is a great threat, or both, or neither.
This door tells the truth, and the other one tells
They
the
left
lies.
minutes ago.
I was like, Canero, what are
The
you
fuck are you talking about?
I think the explosion did some damage to Kinera.
Yeah.
I don't think she's okay.
Kinera's talking, and there's like a pull-out with just like tinnitus noises. Both of her arms are gone.
She's
Everybody
pacing
else is
back
dead.
and forth and saying, like, good thing I avoided the blast. I'll be able to act as point man. And then slowly you can see like a white vignette around the edges of the screen, and it zooms out, and everybody sees her as having a massive concussion from the debris.
Ooh.
This is dialogue in Kingdom Hearts that they didn't voice. They just put in the bubbles so you have to read. Because I know it's done for.
Alright, well, Canera's gonna go to the door.
What are you just gonna go push it open?
Yep.
I will ask, while that's going on, I'll refer to Arya and say, you've had time to read. What might we expect beyond these gates?
What might we expect beyond these gates?
Do you remember what your type of role was for reading the books?
I think it was just lore.
I mean, yeah, but I mean the value if we had a time where you read the books. Otherwise, you could roll lore now.
I don't really know if I rolled. I was going to, and then you kind of gave it to me that like the things had matched. I don't think I actually ended up rolling
Yeah,
for
okay.
it.
Do a lore for me on this one.
All right. Yeah.
Wow. Not to yours, a 4 is shit, but Mac rolled a 6 on that door.
Yeah.
So, you gain the secret power of the spire. And
Shit.
begin to slowly transform into a door. With a 4 on the door that you rolled for your lore, you know that inside there, from the... I forget which of the volumes it was, but one of them was on sort of architecture and layout. You know that in there is, what the fuck did I even call it? The antechamber. And that the antechamber is a room with no, like, exits. There shouldn't be any other doors in there. This should be the only entrance and exit.
Okay. So she'll relay that. She'll just say, these sort of chambers exist at the hearts of the spires. One way in and only one way out. She says, whatever they left for us in there, if they escaped that way, that's where they'll be.
Then Byrne has made a grave mistake. Saint.
Kinner is already opening a door.
Oh, sorry, I can't see.
It.
Take notes.
You see the flame of the door opening.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
The door swings open. Oh, that song's more actiony than I thought.
Boosh.
It's just Tusk's battle theme.
It swings open, harmlessly.
I don't trust that.
Alright. Kinner will lead the charge. Whoop whoop.
I think we should stand on that. That looks fine.
Alphonse Elric, no.
Equal exchange.
Phosphorus, 7.3 grams.
That voice is so upsetting.
I hugged a bunch of young cosplayers inappropriately at conventions.
That's the element
God
that had
damn
had the teeth that we saw. It was like fresh.
Somewhere there exists somebody
Brother.
telling like that exact scene from FNA when he's going through the list of the human ingredients and he talks like that the whole time.
Bull.
What happened to you?
Nissan!
Exchange.
Equivalent exchange. So you enter a room. It is what do you call it? Just circular. It's just a circular room.
That is what you call it, yeah.
There are just a couple. There's a raised tier upon which lamps are set. Let me see exactly how I described this thing. You enter it and it's very musty and dusty in here. The classic Usties. The walls are adorned with torches that are still lit. It's fairly warm in here. Feels sort of lived in and almost cozy, unlike the very cold undercroft you were just in. There are many chairs in here. There are scattered tables and a war table with pieces scattered on it, but looks to have just been shoved into a corner. There appears to be space cleared around this sort of apparatus in the center.
Teleport.
Maybe. Wouldn't be surprised.
Is there anyone else in this room? Can I do a little checky?
Yeah, you can roll notice.
Sure can.
Really doesn't look like there are any sort of obscure corners of this room aside from beneath all the fucking cluttered up tables and trash. But it appears bare of people.
Can I
Alright.
use my investigation stunt in here?
Yeah, but tell me on what in advance.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we got two things here. I'm following the footprints to wherever they lead. One.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that first.
You get a very fine picture, but you can see that it's just sort of everywhere. It seems like these most recent of steps, the signature you identify to be Bird, and two cohorts at this point appears to be all she has left.
Sure.
Were the ones who pushed most of this stuff out of the way. And with a 5, you see the absolute most recent footprints are in the middle of the room here.
Modes no!
The mouth opens up and consumes you.
Yes.
I do actually see a little face in this drawing. I didn't want to say anything.
Jesus Christ, Arya. The lore roll was to see if I know what the fuck this thing is.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Modes can do so, but I can't even imagine.
If not, that's fine.
Impossibly.
If not, that's fine.
I'd say you two arrive with your relative knowledge at the same thing, which is like there's a sort of matrix of runes here that appear to be, much like the doors Ari was doing, manipulable. But you both kind of have no idea how currently.
Mage, are they beneath us? Where are they? You said there were no exits, so they must be here.
She's gonna say, well, you're standing on a giant circular rune, and almost realizing that her tone comes off as like mocking and trying to actually explain it, she'll sort of pull back and say, I can't make heads or tails of it, but I imagine they might be able to travel from it.
Even with my 4, does that sound like anything that's ever been happening that would ever have happened?
To your knowledge, no.
Okay, interesting.
Like teleportation, that's fucking bonkers.
Where would they have gone?
While they're talking about this, I want to go to the war table that's been shoved to a corner and I want to investigate it.
Okay. thinking.
Is there a problem?
I'm thinking over, like, because all of the stuff on it is plain to see, but I'm thinking over whether it's even interesting for me to have you roll to interpret it. I think, yeah, there's a sort of veil of...
You can just make it a low challenge if you feel like it's something that's not difficult to glean.
I guess you can roll lore, but it's going to relate to military strategy, so the challenge is probably going to be low.
Okay.
Because you can use your lore to make sense of...
I figured. It's not a high stat.
Fortunately, the challenge isn't 0.
It's teakwood.
You see many pieces are moved outside. Many pieces that you register to be like allies just by elimination. Allied pieces. You determine them to be moved outside the old walls and gates altogether.
All right.
Some are left inside.
With the pieces left inside, do they seem more important? Or are they just kind of, all of them are denoted the same sort of pieces?
There are 3 that, have markings. And they are placed upon the map point of the spire itself.
Okay. Carol say, there was certainly an evacuation order. And what's left should still be inside the spire. She'll kind of tap them and she'll say, or at least they're denoted to be here somewhere.
Arya will say, whatever it is, however they're hiding themselves, I'm unfamiliar with it. She says,
because you've been so honest with us so far.
Oh!
And with that, I will summon my muse.
She's gonna just immediately drop her shoulders and roll her eyes. And,
No!
Oh, God!
Hey.
And I will...
I believe I may have left my lunch in.
Oh!
Have you figured out the puzzle yet?
I was broken tooth the whole time. It was a ruse, you fools.
But seriously, I left my wallet chain in here somewhere. Don't mind me. Just do your own business.
I can help. Got investigated for.
No!
I will ask Arya, do you really know nothing of this rune? Of their escape?
Well, you can roll anytime you want on that, Kane.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, derp. I'm so used to the other one. Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
She's going to say, I know that they wanted to evacuate, but at this point, I don't know where they were going to go or how.
We are in a spire. Could it have led to another? Is that possible? This is new. This is untested, and this is something that I do not like knowing nothing of.
Is there a lore roll that could determine that, or is that just unknown to me completely in terms of if they connect?
You can give it your best shot.
Let's see.
You have no clue.
She's going to say, though I can read the language, I'm very unfamiliar with the structure of...
What's happening?
I think you coffee pot.
The coffee pot.
Ah!
Do you guys want coffee or not?
Me again. Tusk back here. I brewed coffee.
Anybody wants... I just got an espresso maker for my birthday.
Only single serving, so you know.
You could use it if you bring your own pods.
BYOP.
Oh, man.
She will say, this is actually my first time inside one of these structures, and I don't know if they connect together.
If they do, they will evade us as long as these towers stay. They will look to the floor and the runes that surround it. They bought themselves time. It was smart. But we still stand in the center of the tower, and we have our victory. And they have ran.
Well, you sure wish so, but
Oh.
that
Oh,
weight in
sorry,
your
yeah.
heart doesn't seem to have gone anywhere.
Oh, okay. I still feel it. Maybe realizing that, he looks up confused. The idea was to stand in the center of the spire, though, right?
Something like that.
I have that and have certain victory were the terms.
Okay, well, maybe the battle is still raging on outside.
Aria,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know if anybody had like agenda items they wanted to get to. It seemed like we were filtering through the dialogue people wanted to have.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on any more voluntary actions before I give a missive to Aria on what she
Nope.
knows.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Otherwise, I'll throw another investigate somewhere.
Aria, this is a similar situation to the doors. You know that just enough time to study it with what you've already got. It's only a matter of time of figuring it out, but it's about how well your brain is doing today.
Okay.
That determines how quickly.
Okay. So, she'll kind of wave a hand at whatever idea Motes is getting, and she'll say, I can try to work through it. She says, I'm just going to need time.
If it brings Burn to us, then we will wait. And he will step off the ruins, finding his way with his...
Kinner will say, it seems we have little choice as the edict has not ended.
All right. She will take a nice deep breath, kind of shake out the wiggles of these shit rolls so
Clap
far.
her hands.
Yeah. Clap her hands, slam on the ground, and a laser light show comes out.
And then Moat starts yelling at her.
Focus!
Jesus Christ, that's about right.
What did you do?
I mean, it's not a terrible roll.
Yeah, I mean, you
four,
rolled
that's-
positive. What is your
It's a 4.
I'm gonna bitch about?
I think I'm still used to like the good rolls being like 6 and higher.
You can take a look at how I did in Kane's campaign last
Oh
night
my
with my other
God.
group and then complain to me about a 4. My old ass got eviscerated.
Damn.
Times.
Multiple times. He was clowned down.
So, with that lore, a sort of feeling tingles through your fingertips and up your arms and down your spine and into your butt.
Yeah.
And sort of sticks your, like, the hairs on your head up on end. Like static electricity. It's warm. It's warm with sort of arcanic activity. And you, upon sorting through it, I don't know how much you remember this term, I remember giving it to you. You recognize this is the transceptor that you know about.
I certainly am not going to look that up real fast.
Well, I hope you have it written down, because I'm not going to help you. You figure out the way to align this thing and determine in the center an overly familiar receptacle, one that requires a lodestone.
Yeah.
And you have it fixed to the point where you have it working in fairly quick order. You kind of solve it quickly, like an apt student on a brain quiz, but you are missing the go key.
We had 2 stones from the southern area, which was the emerald. I don't know if that factors into you being able to do this, but we do have 1 extra.
What frickin' is left here? There's my goddamn notebook. Are they written in here? No!
I don't think I saved my notes from that day because we got into here. Is it we have the stuff already, or we're missing the lodestone?
That's I'm not helping you. To make this any kind of puzzle at all, I was wanting you guys to keep track of what you had and why, and what you knew so far.
Yep. So we need to know whatever you knew about that staff, or whatever the I wrote that down too, didn't I?
Transceptor.
Do you have what you would have presented to Arya so that I could reference it?
It enables channeling. That's what I have written down.
Oh, this was presented to all of us.
Oh wait, do we have that moonstone? Maybe.
You do have it.
I don't know if that's something that would work. I don't know if it's a lodestone, if it qualifies as potential lodestone, but they did go
Well-
out of their way to find it.
A lodestone is a rune and a no.
Yeah, yes,
Maybe.
it's a lodestone material.
Yeah.
It's a precious rock. The lodestone would be if you inscribe something onto moonstone.
Okay, so Arya kind of walks us through it, or she maintains her own thoughts on this right now.
No, I'll have her in a show of actual competence. She'll bring everybody up to speed.
I want to find my way to whatever throne is over here and sit in it. Well, this has been going on.
That original position was pretty fine for it.
Okay.
It's just a whoopee cushion in it. They like.
And
There is no
she'll kind
whoopee
of
cushion.
she'll kind of pace like the diameter of it as she's explaining that she figured it out, almost proud of herself. Only that the last thing that they have is the lodestone to present. We didn't the three that Byrne gave me. We already used those to get this far, right? Like that's independent of this.
Yeah, I can remind you what those are. What the
Okay.
old walls components were.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Getting inside the gates of the border spire old walls, to the north was Sun on Sunstone. A split rune made the key on Keystone for the gates. And south, the other sort of wall lock to disengage was, I think, the Canyon rune
It
on
was.
Emerald.
I do have that written down.
So all we have personally have left is the moonstone, right?
Was it called a moonstone? What was it called?
The blue ones you found in the ruins?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Moonstone.
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna say,
Which we found them in the ruins, which was a place they went
Right.
to.
Yep. Especially Burn. Go ahead.
okay. I don't know if you guys are deliberating or what you're doing,
Remind more for me as a person, reminding myself.
but as Arya gets to like the end of explaining, she's gonna say, and I wasn't able to glean much from the. Jesus fucking Christ tonight. What is Byrne's title? Arbiter.
Arbiter.
She says,
Yep.
I wasn't able to pry much from the Arbiter during my brief stay, but she says, what I did gather is that these old wall mechanisms, they're not very creative. She says, we've got a moon stone, we've got a moon rune. I propose we put the two of them together and see what happens right here on this. I didn't say rune because I didn't want it to rhyme.
Yeah. I think does anyone remember how many moon runes you took before we blew them up, which was a very tactical decision I would reward myself for.
Yeah, can't tell you how smart you were for that one.
It was very smart. We did take some.
Arya took some that you were about to demolish.
Well, it was important that, she knows her place. This is all going to plan.
Which she's gonna turn around two motes and say, now do any of us have moonstone?
Moats, take an obligatory 17 mental damage. There is no mitigation.
He will say, not if you haven't already secreted away. Yes, you do have. And if you are trusting in your ability, I would encourage you to do what you've already said and open these gates so we can end this.
She says, I trust my ability. I just hope you recognize what you're doing by needlessly destroying things that could help you in the future. She says,
Preventing them from doing this later. You have the key. We will open the gate and we will find. And then this will be mute. There will be no reason for these walls to be touched. They will fade into obscurity.
As he's talking, she inscribes the. She peels out on her 6 foot.
Are you listening to me?
You're like chiseling in the inscription, right?
You are, and it's not easy. You feel you might need a craft skill to be able to do this without cutting yourself and taking a whole bunch of time.
If only we knew someone with craft.
If only thrown at Ostrich, his head.
Moats
Yeah,
has a chisel.
She'll probably like fumble with it for a second before bringing it over to Ostrich, and she'll open up her journal page and she'll kind of put a finger down fast on the moon rune, and she's gonna say, "I need this on here."
No way, kid.
Get lost,
Not
pipsqueak.
gonna do it.
Okay, so she needs the wait. Run me through exactly what she wants from.
I just need you to carve a rune onto this rock.
All right. Ostrich will kind of eye the rock itself and just kind of give it a once over, then pull out his knife and see if this works.
Ooh. Like,
Ostrich cannot roll below a 4.
like fucking Nick
Sean got a mod
Offerman
himself.
whittling a duck. He just chips away at it with no problem, digging into a double-edged knife with his gauntlet hand so as to not take any sort of cuts from it. He whittles that bitch away and gives you a nice, clean, pristine moon rune on moonstone.
She'll
Slap
take
it back in your
it.
hand.
His logo's on it.
Then he'll lift his helmet and take a bite out of it. It's rocky.
He'll still go. You enjoy that shit, bro. It's good shit.
He signed it so it doesn't work. It's got like his flowery signature in the corner.
It's in a plastic bag.
Okay, please do that again. Not the signature part.
Yeah. Can I have it without the watermark, please?
You gotta pay for that.
You gotta buy that.
But yeah, she'll bring it over and she will set it down where it go.
All right, you lower it, and it kind of has to turn and shift and click into place. It's you know, there's sort of mechanisms and shapes carved into the side to make it more than just a stone with a silly face carved on it. But once you really dig the thing in and press it like finally with a click, you begin to step back as it hums under your feet. You sort of clear it. All right. You clear the way as the unlit sigils blast upward, roaring to life with lights emanating from them. And you feel that it is active, and you, as the sort of caster, you feel a sort of pulling sensation upward.
Oh.
It's like there's a separate well of gravity to this thing, faintly.
We're gonna go to the top of the spire where I can throw them off of the building.
It's like in Halo when you get lifted up in the grav lift.
Just like Halo, Kane.
Or like the
Aria
movie
says
Atlanta.
it's like Halo.
I will stand from my throne, my temporary throne. You've done well, mage. Saint?
Canara will raise her eyes.
I believe it is time we meet the Arbiter.
Canara will do her due diligence and step onto this grab well.
As you step into it and toward the center, it kind of takes a minute, and then you feel a rushing upward sensation, and you just vanish from sight in a white flash.
Whoop!
How quickly does everyone else go in?
I will refer to Ostrich and say, oh, actually, no. I don't want to fucking leave her behind last. I'm not making that mistake twice.
Aria is already stepping onto it.
Mage.
She
Yeah,
can't
okay.
help herself. There's a shiny magic thing in front of her.
Good. Ostrich.
Yeah, he'll.
Wow, wow, wow.
I will follow.
All right.
We did the puzzle wrong.
Yeah, game over.
Bad ending.
Oh shit!
Ah man.
Whoa!
When you flash
Ooh.
back out
Ooh.
the other
There's a power flicker.
We're okay.
I think we're all right.
Moats is pointing towards the walkway and falls off.
when the light clears from your eyes and you come out the other side. Bye, Moats.
Oh,
Each standing in your original positions. You, immediately looking behind you, you can see that you are what you might call thousands of feet off the ground. Almost approaching a mile. You look down and you understand now what the view is from atop a spire. It is practically the country. You look down and you can see over the walls that enclosed you. You can see the armies fighting far, far below. You can see the rebels losing as immeasurable Exosa forces close in on them on all sides.
can I see the Everstorm from here?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be relatively close. You see the looming grave clouds of the grave storm, actually.
Everstorm.
Distantly from your former home, you can see parts of the southlands of the Gulf. You can see the vast ocean on either side. And in front of you, you can see the Arbiter and two compatriots, both of whom you, Canera and Ari, have seen before. Each of them, their hands on the stone, their clothes and hair being blown back away from it in a whoosh. And as you notice them, they seem to not acknowledge you, but shortly, like before you can do anything, this whooshing goes away and their hair falls and their garments settle on their backs. And Edra is the first to turn and regard you, and she says, "Wow, figured it out."
Let us to it. Yes.
Oh, I don't expect you're going to be able to do anything useful with this. It's just a really great place to mark for a fall. And she's going to draw her twin blades. The other two, kind of lagging after her, sort of grab at their heads and shake them, and then turn and notice who she's talking to. And Murphy draws a short bow, and the lady, whose name I forgot, but you would know anyway, draws a spear.
Okay.
Canara will, of course, in return, draw her own weapon. And she'll say, I asked you not to keep me waiting.
I'm going to roll provoke against the Arbiter, which is going to do nothing, but I've got to do
She can't do
for
it.
damage. Let's see if this does anything. No,
Wow.
not very good.
Holy fuck.
Not good at all.
What do you say?
You burp in the middle of your
Yeah.
sentence.
I will shout over whatever wind is present here. Your token resistance is broken. You will be coming with us, and you will speak to the Overseer, and you will be held accountable. Your battle is done.
She's going to step forward with a cocky smile. Blades sort of extended at either side, an almost shrugging gesture, and say, "You think that was the main force of rebels we had in this area you people fought?"
I called it a token resistance, didn't I?
"Yeah, we don't consider you worth many tokens, but still. Had to slow you down somewhat."
So the rest could run like cowards, yes. Brilliant plan. And here you are.
She's gonna tip her chin up and say, "You want to talk to me about cowardice hiding behind your muscle there, Prefect? Come speak to me face to face and see how brave you are."
We will be speaking plenty. Face to face. Saint.
Kinera throws notes off the tower.
Oh!
It's actually super far. You got like a really good angle.
Yeah, honestly, I just turn around and I say, "Yeah, Prefect."
That's
Whoa!
I was part of the resistance the whole time.
Yeah.
That's right. Get her secret sister, Canera. That's right.
Oh,
Arya
name's-
goes, "Don't you dare hurt my prefect."
Arbiter
Oh!
Edra Byrne White.
yeah, but then he survives because it's
Mom.
Haruko.
Oh man, he like
Mom.
stops himself.
Oh my god.
All right. Yes, Canary is going to make to attack. She'll step forward and she'll say, "You've done all you can here," she says. "Enough talk." Say, "We have an edict to settle."
She's gonna, quite before initiative, it's sort of the last thing she'll say. She's gonna hold up a finger on her blade and say, you might want to take this chance to talk with me, because there is no way in this entire fight any of you are gonna lay a fucking finger on me. So, if you want anything out of me, you best be clever, and you best get it now. Because this is gonna end with me leaving.
Interesting.
I do have something before we jump in. And
Not you.
It's not just like not just a cool Naruto thing. Arya will say to Edra, "What are you stalling for?"
I'm not stalling for anything. That guy's face just pisses me off, and I wanted to gloat before I win.
She says, "No, not in terms of this confrontation. In general, you know that they have to succeed." She says, "So this has to just be consuming time. What are you waiting on?"
Her confident, also, I guess I'll roll against that.
Yeah, I just want to know if she if there's something more to that, like a definitive
Okay.
magic or something.
You're reading Burn or Arya?
Burn. Yeah, burn. I want it. She was
Okay.
saying, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Is there something behind that?
She has the utmost confidence, knowing something you don't, that she's going to get out of here without a scratch.
Okay. Go ahead, Arya. I'll ask you something after.
No, she had said what she said to Burn. I think it was her turn to respond.
Okay.
If she's going to.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Sean?
I'm bird watching.
Okay, what are you doing, Sean? Though, because you failed at a roll. So tell me what you were going for. You don't get to just say I didn't roll. Actually,
Looking for any mechanisms to escape.
you don't see any. It appears pretty bare up here. There's just this monolith in the center, and the stairs up around the circle of the edge of the spire, but it's like plain. It has the same architecture as the rest of the old walls, but looks like maybe stuff once was here or could be put here, but nothing is here. In response to Arya, her cocky, confident smile falls into a genuine frown, which seems rare to your experience of her. And she says, if you're in my court, you're not being very helpful by illustrating that kind of thing, but lucky for you, I don't have anything to hide. I'm just gonna leave. I just really, really like making you guys sweat. Because you're so confident in Exosa all the time, but when you're faced with something you don't understand, you just ban it.
Wherever you run, we'll find you.
As long as it's slow as shit and self-sabotaging, feel free. I'll get what I need to get done.
Going to look over to Ari and what is she planning?
She'll say, I don't know. At this point, it really doesn't make any sense. If they stop us here, the edict takes the valley.
Oh, we only need to claim the tower for the edict. Burn can escape, and it would still be delivered. And we would still have our victory.
That's
Are
right.
we confident in that, though?
Yeah, we do know. Well, that's fair. Well, she's about to say something. Let's see what she says. Let's see what she says.
I mean, she's no expert, but she'll cock her head back and put her hands on her hips, still holding the blades, and say, it sounds like a fair summation to me, and you can't really stand any higher on the spire than the peak. So, we'll just be going, and you guys can alleviate your edict.
That's how you expect to leave.
Yeah.
I've had enough of this. You have wasted our time.
Peter will say, almost to the room, she'll say, edicts are temperamental. She'll say, they're not always straightforward. Forward. Apparently I'm Irish.
Hey, you're going into
A brogue.
it's getting sort of
They're not
Danish.
always straightforward. And she'll say, Exosa tests us in many ways. Say, and I do not have confidence that this ends with your escape.
She'll sort of wave her hands toward herself and then, oh, well, then, by all means, approach me. But she's going to stick her hand forth in a sort of display of threat, and we can do turn order now as it literally represents the sort of reaction time and ability of people to get involved.
Yeah. I'm sorry if anyone else had anything. I really didn't know what else to ask.
Nope.
You're good?
Okay. Here comes a 4. Yeah.
I did it!
I'm first in turn order.
Moats wouldn't do anything first in turn order. It would be so useless.
Moats gets first and then tries to find a hiding place.
Edit yourselves.
Yep.
By the way, where was that athletics roll? And I'm getting pelted with arrows.
Fuck you,
I
that's
think
where.
we swapped because I've had fucking 2s and 3s all day. So
I just.
this is your chance to kill Arya, is what I'm saying.
Oh. That's, good point. I think if I'm getting good enough rolls, I should just completely change my directive and throw Arya off this fire here.
This guy's an arrow wielder, right? You said a short crossbow?
Seems to have a short bow.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, right. Canary got a 6, so you first.
I'm going to roll against the guy real quick. The short bow. Try and put him lower in the turn order.
Okay.
Not good, Moats. We'll
What happens
see.
if you tie?
Then it doesn't happen. Doesn't
Okay.
trigger.
Ostrich, roll against me again. I can't. Wow. All right, you stay on top. What a roll.
What? Wow. 2 5s and then a 0, probably.
Is this the order then? Arya, roll against Murph again.
Okay. Damn.
Okay. Then Canara's up first.
All right. I'm gonna empower myself.
By the power of Great Skull!
Bam.
Have the influence.
So from atop this massively tall spire, Canara will do her traditional summoning of a holy lightning down on herself, but almost maybe even kind of like louder than it typically is, just due to the proximity to how high they are. Maybe even lighting up the whole of the small spire floor as she goes saying,
Do you move?
Yeah, I'm gonna be encroaching on their space, but I feel like, it'll be my next turn because she's just gonna move in.
Okay, Ostrich.
He's gonna pull his weapon off his back and just straight for this dude.
Oh shit.
Basically swing as he's pulling it off his back.
Nice.
Oh god.
Oh my god, Ostrich. Unfuckwithable.
Kara's like, I got this, and Ostrich just comes in and beheads two of them in like one slice.
Even Burn is like, oh no.
She's like, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, for an immediate 3 stress, he
Wow.
fucks him up.
Cool.
Good work.
Yeah, so it's just Ostrich Darth Vader walking up to this dude and then pulling his sword out and slamming it into his gauntlet, I guess, that he raises to defend himself.
Nice.
Yeah. Burn is that's a pretty tight cone. Burn is going to back up one and extend a hand in a sort of display Canera has seen before. And well, everybody in this cone roll physique.
Could I use my Nova Stunt, or is that too far away?
I guess so.
Okay, I will do so. Let's see how this goes. It's against her physique.
I don't know, what is the description of that stunt again?
It's a reaction, and essentially, if I succeed, it allows me to create a blinded. So it's just a way for me to create a defense boost, or defense aspect.
Ooh.
Oh, Arya.
Okay. So what? An aspect? What?
Do you want me to just... Yeah, it's the blinded aspect. So as her hands come up from the back, Moats' eyes will glow a bright, to the point where it's blinding, and it just flashes brightly as she raises her hand to cast the spell.
Okay. Yeah. What does that do to me?
Oh, I thought narratively. So it creates an aspect blinded on her,
Yeah, but
which is going to be
like an
like
advantage or
yeah, an advantage that I
Okay.
could use. Yeah.
yeah, that is successful.
Is it successful? Okay, then I will do so, and I'll roll my physique with that. Yeah, I needed it.
Wait, why did you roll provoke, Canera?
Because of my stunt.
What? I know the stunt. You're not like grappling.
Isn't this just a physical overcome on a character?
You're getting blasted with magic. That's not gonna apply.
Okay. Well, do you want me to re-roll physique, or do you just want to remove one from that?
We could, if you're happy with that.
Obviously, I'm not.
But it's fair.
I can give you a shot at a physique.
It's better. Yep.
That was like me, like taking the chance because it could have been so much worse.
Oh, mother of pearl. Okay. So in a blast of force, Canera, is quickly sort of reminiscent of about 30 or so years ago. A wave of force just hits your body, and you can dig your weapon in and not be moved. As Moats and Arya are flung and cling just onto the edge of the spire. And when the Arbiter draws her hand back in and registers her target success, she kind of smirks. Like, huh, did it. You guys are currently clinging onto the edge.
Remind me, which this blast of force. Where am I picking this up from?
Or she just extended her hand. And
No. I mean, like, what memory am I retracing here?
One of the higher level sort of rebels in the southern tiers demonstrated this.
Okay, all right. I wanted to make sure that's what I was recalling too. Canera will dig her weapon in, probably the only one with any sort of know-how, or at least ability to brace herself against something they don't know. And man, I guess she's just going to lift her head and give them a once over with maybe a furrowed brow.
All right. On his turn, Murphy is going to kind of check out his styrofoam. No, what the fuck? His armor. I'm so zoinked. And pull an Ogden and sprint away from this man. He's gonna clamber up this ledge and get over here, and then at a safe distance take a shot at Ostrich.
Man, this guy's brave.
He's gonna climb the stairs on all fours.
Yeah, like a child.
Like a dog.
Oh, you can roll in athletics. Okay,
All right.
current match, so he's got a boost.
Arya,
you gotta get back up.
All right. Is that that's athletics probably?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna...
Oh, that'll do it. You hoist yourself back over ledge. You won't be able to move, but you've got an action.
Okay. All right. Action. I'm going to fire off at Edra.
As you do so, she seems to look at you the second you aim at her, and you read between her flowing hair a furrowed brow, as she appears very offset by whatever you're about to do, and then enact upon her. Let's see. Okay, so this lady is going to start backing up in the direction of Murphy, but she's going to swing her her staff around, and yeah, Ostrich, roll a fight.
Oh my god.
Damn, success with style. All right, you completely
Yeah.
deflect whatever she's coming at with the end of her spear. Appears to be a little contraption on it.
oh. Wait, what was it?
You can roll crafts on your turn for free to see. I guess
Oh.
now it doesn't matter if it's for free.
I mean, what hit me? Her was gonna hit me.
She turned the end of her spear toward you and was like driving it sort of for your head section. And
Oh,
you
I
deflected
thought it was like that was magic or something. I see.
No, there appears to be some mechanical contraption on the end. All right, Moats, you gotta get back up.
I'll
got
meet you
this,
guys
buddy.
at the bottom.
Let's go.
See you later, Mugs.
I'll meet you guys. So yeah, I'll meet you guys. I'll meet you guys at the bottom of the
I mean-
spire.
How far is it really?
He just goes, fall from this height won't kill me, and let's go.
Athletics works, right?
Yeah, even Arya's like, no, Mo, that's not gonna work.
Look,
That is too far. Seriously.
help him.
Oh shit.
Man.
When your life's on the line.
That's impressive enough to match, which is nothing else can be done with your turn.
Okay.
Arya succeeded just by the one.
Whoa.
But yeah,
That's
you-
fair.
You get back up.
Another big power surge.
Okay. He clambers up, his hair ruffled and messy.
Yeah, you
His
got
cloak bloodied.
your shit's blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
All right, Canara.
Ooh.
Sorry, we're flickering
Yeah,
in and
just
out.
a heads up, we
We're
got
just
like
keeping an eye out on that.
pretty bad flickers.
Did it snow there for Halloween?
No, it's raining
It's a
really
pretty
bad.
violent windstorm.
It snowed here.
I feel so. We got 0 trick-or-treaters. There's just a bowl of candy untouched. It's not great.
We didn't get any either.
Yeah.
Nobody's on the streets. Why not in Florida? The weather must be at least like temperate.
Real
Fine.
like a fucking apocalypse. Like, yeah,
We're
where's
walking.
got any trick or treaters?
Oh my
Walk
gosh.
outside. It's fine. There's no
Is that another one?
rain here.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that one.
All right. Now I'm going to try to take my turn before the wind takes us.
Fingers crossed.
I what's up with this stone in the middle? Does it seem magical, or is it just kind of like hanging out?
You can sort of roll a lore on it to see your feel, if you get any magic sense off of it. It definitely, it's not emanating, it doesn't really have any inscriptions, it's just a big monolith.
But they were all touching it.
Yeah, everybody gathers around and touches
It's
a
their
stone
big
every
rock.
once in a while.
Well,
You can't just see a big rock and not touch it.
I'm going to.
I'm considering taking my turn to attack the stone to see what their reaction is. Out of curiosity.
It's one of her aspects. She can't help it. She sees a rock. She has to try to destroy it.
She's rock. She's got to
Rock
go for it.
hater.
All right, so maybe to Burns' surprise, not Burns all one word, but Burns apostrophe S. I'm going to try to strike the stone.
Okay.
You fool!
Okay. You do so. Roll me in athletics. Your challenge is 4.
I can fail that.
I know.
Oh, my blink charges are back. Maybe I'd be.
What?
Maybe I go
How are they
safe.
back?
Oh wait, we didn't rest. Sorry, right. Might be, but I didn't power, so I have 1.
You have 1. That's true, I guess.
All right, I'm going to use that 1 to not blow myself off the spire. Great.
Whoa,
Fantastic.
Good work.
So, as you drive your guided light empowered sword spear into it, you do chunk the rock, but there's sort of a warbling and then a reverb as it blasts you back with the exact same amount of force, which you fucking jump right over. But you literally recognize it as like rejecting guided light magic back in, and it ricochets off Moats and knocks him back off the ledge. No.
Well, you can't win them all.
You can't win them all, Moats. You specifically.
You specifically. I can, but you cannot. But primarily, I wanted to see her reaction to it, if she has any particular, like...
She jumps away as you do so, expecting it to come for her, and sort of raises an eyebrow as you do it. She doesn't seem perturbed. She just sort of regards the feedback as like with a, whoa.
Okay.
Ostrich.
Hit the rock.
Everybody hit the rock!
I ain't had no rock.
Nah.
No. I mean, honestly, it could even almost seem like Canara missed, like, by a wide margin, but that was not her intent.
Attacking her again.
Jesus.
Oh,
You got that with the succeeded with style last time too.
Shit, that's right.
You can add a 2
All
to
right.
that.
Yeah, add 2 to that.
You keep track of that one of these days.
I keep forgetting because it's defense, and I think that's not for attack.
Mhm.
That's why.
Ostrich's gonna kill everybody in this campaign.
Frankly.
He truly is.
She's fairly fortunate, all things considered, but that's still a 3 stress on
Nice.
her. How do you attack her in a riposte?
After kind of blocking whatever this contraption is she has, which I will also try to figure out what this is. Yes. He'll just bring it in like a horizontal slice after kicking the end of his blade up with his foot.
It seems kind of like a guys. So much with the noise, so distracting.
Oh, she's plugging her computer in.
Making up risotto.
What the fuck do you call them? You know those like bits of wire on the end of sticks we have for like putting around the necks of like wild animals and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that sort
Dog
of thing.
catchers.
It looks like it would wrap around your neck and sort of put your movement in the person's control.
Cool.
Okay, so that's the damage you do for the moment. Ostrich, actually, shit. I guess both of you again. Roll physique, Canera and Ostrich.
Okay.
Oh, he did it already.
Mm.
There's no damage to it, but Canera is blown to about here.
Okay.
As Edra seems to cast her arm forth again. And you are not as quick on the draw this time. Or not even about being quick. You just can't withstand the force as it sends you rolling. Ostrich can dig his weapon into the ground and just fucking have the soot blown off of him as the force collides with him and doesn't move him.
Fresh.
Yeah, I'll take one to point it into my fucking boots in.
But then she's going to, with a nimble hop, jump up here. That's all the movement she can do. Price is going to sort of look between you all. And he's going to level a shot again for Ostrich, I guess, is the man who made him bleed his own blood. Because target choice is very arbitrary at this point.
What?
Mother of Christ, Sean is just surrounded by a field.
Yep.
Alright, no damage. It whizzes past
Ow.
you, clangs off your armor.
All right. I don't know if okay. I wasn't sure if you were still talking. It kind of cut out. Arya will kind of move as far as she can get on her movement part for her turn, and seeing Edra kind of making a way for somewhere, she'll raise her hands and she's going to cast Triad Thunder. Wow!
Whoa.
Holy shit! That's got to be a -4.
Yes.
Fuck.
She
Man.
electrocutes Canary again.
You like lightning so much, Canera.
Sorry.
Man, I really want to re-roll that. Is that one of the ones that I can get away with tapping my first aspect by nature of what I am?
Yeah, often stuff that's just like, this is my job, is pretty fair.
Right. And also, this lady just tried to fucking yeet me off a cliff. So, so this, and then I know she doesn't have her snail over her, but this is with the. I mean, I don't roll with the control stacked onto it, but all right, that's better.
Whoa.
I wish that was as well rewarded as it should be, but she just steps back and curls a shoulder away, dodging lightning of all things. She looks like Canera.
Mm-hmm.
And as she does so, somehow, as it zaps up the stairs and arcs past her, you see a real fire in her eyes in your direction that seems to implicitly say, "Don't." This lady is pretty close encroached upon, and so is going to leap up after her compatriot. Can only scramble a little up, and so she's still on one knee, pulls a little holdout pistol from her side and takes a shot at Canera.
Don't.
Don't.
Do not.
Currently matching.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So current boost, but that's it. Motes.
Okay. I am going to get up behind Arya over here, and I'm
Give her a
going
good
to
sniff.
provoke her to continue fighting against Burn.
Ooh.
Success with style.
Yeah.
Okay. And he will just kind of like forcefully tell in her ear, or like her ear, the air whipping around. You are being tested, mage. Prove yourself to Exosa. Earn your place.
She'll kind of narrow her eyes at Edra with that.
And I think that's basically my turn, right? I was an overcome.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have a boost on her for the minute.
Yep.
On Arya.
Yeah.
Whatever that'll do us.
Well, I'm wondering, sorry, real quick, before we jump over that, can she use that against Burn, given that I'm motivating her to do that, or is it strictly just I have a boost against Arya?
Given that it seems like your thing was an overcome, it's really just you on Arya.
Yep. No worries. Sounds good to me.
All right. I want to tap the lightning that Arya just tossed.
Oop.
Interesting.
And
What?
that's will, right? We changed that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to steal Arya's lightning because she missed. I'm hopefully going to do it better.
You'll steal one of the Tri-Thunder.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to fire it back here. Yeah,
Whoa.
there it is.
Damn.
My God, the synergy.
At who?
At Burn.
At the rock.
Oh, shit.
At the rock. I really want to break this rock. Everyone's like, Chimera, why?
The Radical Rock. Oh, well, damn. This is not something I anticipated. So, as you steal lightning and redirect it again, a very quick thing, she appears to already be dipping into a dodge for that, but it's like two arrows coming at you at once. She can only dodge so much and is struck in the center and driven back for 3 damage.
Ooh.
She hits the stone with a ugh.
All right. And then Kanera would ideally start chase again toward her. I don't know if I can be at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. Ostrich.
I'm gonna charge up the stairs towards these cowering people.
Ostrich is literally fighting 2 people. We're just like at 3v1 and then 1v2.
Got
it. So
Jesus
badass.
Christ.
It's literally not fair how you roll. Like,
Yeah.
everybody else loses occasionally.
I sincerely think he's paying somebody.
Yeah, he's got a mod installed, I think.
Which one?
At her.
You didn't ping? Okay. She goes to deflect with the staff, but is struck across the arm for another 3.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
She kind
This is
of
equality.
yelps as it's knocked out of that hand, and sort of staggers to a fall, but quickly begins clambering back. Sclambering. Shit. Edra is going to touch the scorch mark on her armor, lift her hand with an incredulous eyebrow raise, and continue running around this way. And sort of running and gunning, will stick a hand out toward Ostrich, who can roll physique for me again, and never failed anything ever.
Yep.
You're fucking kidding me.
My physique is 2, by the way.
Wow, really?
She gets thrown back against the wall.
He's like, Ostrich, you want to fucking fight for us? We got
Honestly,
benefits.
let's just sit down.
5s for the past 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, just roll me like a +3 stat 3 times in a row right here.
No, don't break it.
Do you want me to?
Don't do it, Sean.
Don't do
Yeah.
it, Sean. Sean,
Don't give
no.
your secret sauce.
No, if we
don't
all
do
have
it.
to experience it, he
Don't
has to
care.
experience it too.
That's not how rules work.
Watch 2 5s.
I know it's not how rolls work. You've gotten on our ass about that before. I don't believe in the god of fate, but something is bullshit.
Watch him get another 5 in the next one, though.
He
I'm
actually
so
rolled
excited
negative on the
for it.
first one.
Yeah.
So, do you feel fucking... It's just a straight-on camera shot of Ostrich lifting his sword from the apex of its swing and, like, readying it for another, and then just from the side, his armor shifts on his person and doesn't move at all as he just continues stepping up the stairs unmoved. Murphy's gonna say, "Mother of fuck," and he's gonna go
Yep.
for something on Evelyn's belt and chuck it at Ostrich, who has to
Just
do...
all trying to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, he's the closest target at this point.
What's he doing? Throwing
Yeah.
something?
It's athletics or
Okay.
physique.
Oh, either one. Yeah.
I mean, they're the exact same level, but... Okay. Okay. Okay, it's 4 right now. As your trauma for explosions gets triggered again, the grenade literally gets triggered and goes off. Maybe against your gauntlet if you try to swat it away, or just hits the ground next to you and explodes.
Oh, okay. Wait, 4 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably loosen some steps. He'll kind of crouch down and get blasted by it.
It's your turn, Arya.
All right. I want to try to get up ahead of Kinera
Don't.
on the stairs.
Don't.
So I'm just going to kind of haul ass here. How far do I get with a 3?
Say that'll do it. I'll put you
So that's like
Karen
up to
trips you
here?
as you go by.
Yeah.
Up to there? Okay. All right. And in terms of an action, if you move, you can't buckle down for defense, right? Like you have to do nothing.
I don't know if that's ever been established.
Okay. If you just don't do your action, but you can still move and bolster
I think
defense.
just hunkering down is just an action itself.
Okay, so I'll do that.
I provoked you to attack her.
You did.
Yeah,
yes.
for that to have any meaning, I guess you're gonna have to. It's sort of
Okay.
compelled by player input to attack.
Okay, fair. That's fine. All right, let's see. All right, you know what? We'll try to hold her in place with tornado hold. Not fantastic.
Hear Moats in the back. Come on!
She just looks to him all proud. I did it.
Yeah, as her hand lowers from the attack she just did, and you are in hot pursuit, the wind starts to wave up beneath her, and she hops over it, the sort of area of effect, and tucks into a roll, landing still for the moment. Ostrich, do another fight, that thing you love.
Okay.
Yeah, success with style, because I'm rolling like piss behind the scenes. She tries to throw that fucking harness at you again. You literally just like can catch it in your gauntlet.
Yeah, I imagine him doing something like that. Just doing one of those. Looks like you're shielding your eyes, but then he does a downward grab with it and just shoves it back.
Chomps the end off of it. Moats.
Before Moats goes, I'm going to move myself back in turn order ahead of Moats.
Yep.
So slide me up in front of him. And I'm going to, again, try to just get as far as I can on athletics towards Edra. Jesus fucking Christ.
So the regular amount of move, about here. Moats, as you sort of survey the landscape, you see that Arya just attempted... Jesus. Help! Attempted something.
Yeah.
But as you go to sort of think about your next move, you already see her sprinting up the stairs with an odd speed for her usual presentation.
Yeah, she's got
We're,
some.
yeah.
Okay, you got some turn order shenanigans.
We're up here and wind is whipping pretty significantly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to attempt to talk to Edra in stealth,
Okay.
and if I'm successful, I feel like this might be appropriate to go to a private room.
Excuse me.
So, I guess we'll do a stealth roll here. Jesus fucking Christ.
It'd be against everyone's notice.
And don't have a great one. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, you're fine, my dude. There's the one.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
we're-
tracks.
okay. and I
One
will
fate point would make you golden.
Blast a fate point. Which
You have an easy one. You have such an easy one. You know how to do
I
this.
have a super easy. I'm thinking either 2 or 4. I'm always like torn between which one to use.
Also, not everything's internal. You literally name the aspect that there's whipping wind
There's
up
wind.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
facilitate
You
we'll do
literally, you
we'll do the
literally
whipping
just
one.
have
You
that.
named
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew that when I started announcing that that's there, and then forgot that I did that. So tap whipping wind, and I want to try to talk to Edra without people being able to hear me.
Okay. Did you say a private
Cool.
room or?
Yep.
Okay.
You want me to move?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's there
Please
too.
leave.
It's fine.
Go ahead out.
Go
Maybe
outside in the
Traders.
wind, please.
I'll just move
In
my computer into
The whipping wind.
to the whipping wind, and then I'll go sit in the bedroom, I guess.
How does Dave not expect me to not kill his character? I don't understand. Like
I have to. I'm gonna move.
No,
Oh.
move yourself.
Oh. Wait.
Love that you guys haven't
Where-
figured this out.
Oh. Okay. You just want to be alone.